Hi, sweetie pie. Grandma Suzanne here again. Oh, my eye probably looks weird to you. It just came out of nowhere. Just a broken blood vessel or something like that. Um, eye doctor looked at it. Everything's fine. Just looks weird. Okay. Martina, the beautiful cockroach. A Cuban folktale. We're getting another folktale. We just read a Chinese folktale. This is retold by Carmen, Agra, Deedy, illustrated by Michael Austin. Interesting pictures. Every book has such different pictures. And look at this inside things. We're seeing all the different colors, we were talking about before. This is green, but it's like a pattern to it. Our last book was a cricket cage with a cricket in it, and this is a cockroach. Oh, this is a lovely drawing. Better back up a little so you can see the whole thing. Martina, beautiful cockroach. When I was young, there was a song that my grandfather liked to sing. La cucaracha, and I think that means cockroach. At least that's what he said. It meant he was a fun-loving guy. He was kind of fun. And I could just hear his laugh. He had a good laugh. And he was sort of find laughter quickly. Like some people, not so much, but he would find it quickly. Martina Josefa Catalina Cucaracha was a beautiful cockroach. Oh, well, there's no disputing that. Take a look at this beautiful cockroach. See her next to the salt shaker? Martina Josefa Catalina Cucaracha lived in a cozy street lamp in Old Havana with her big, lovable family. I bet she has a big family. Now that Martina was 21 days old, she was ready to give her leg in marriage. This is fun. The Cucaracha household was crawling with excitement. This is very fun the way they wrote it. Crawling with excitement. Funny. Every senora in the family had something to offer. Tia Cucha gave her una peineta, a seashell comb. Mama gave her un mantilla, a lace shawl. But Abuela, her Cuban grandmother, gave her un consejo incredible, some shocking advice. Can't wait to hear what the shocking advice is. Oh, I see. Here are the things that she got from the hands of the cockroaches. A seashell comb. What was this called? A lace shawl. And some shocking advice. You want me to do what? Martina was aghast. You are a beautiful cockroach, said Abuela. Finding husbands to choose from will be easy. Picking the right one could be tricky. But, stammered Martina, how will spilling coffee on a suitor's shoes help me to find a good husband? Her grandmother smiled. It will make him angry. Then you'll know how he will speak to you when he loses his temper. Trust me, Martina, the coffee test never fails. Martina wasn't so sure. These drawings are quite fun. You see the small things that they have decorating their little house, enclave where they live. There's an old bottle. There's a stamp on the wall that's like a picture. There's the young cockroach. There's the old cockroach, her grandmother. There's a fan, spoon, bent espresso pot. Meanwhile, Papa sent El Perico the parrot to spread the word. Soon all Havana, from the busy sidewalks of El Prado to El Moro Castle, was abuzz with the news. Martina, the beautiful cockroach, was ready to choose a husband. Well, looks like we've got some cows and horse and goat, lizard, snake, and the parrot and the flowers. Now I'm going to hold it like this and then move it along so you can see as much as possible. As was the custom, Martina would greet her suitors from the balcony under her family's many watchful eyes. Daintily, she sat down and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs. A little bit of a joke there because cockroaches have 6 legs like insects do. She didn't have long to wait. Don Gallo, the rooster, strutted up first. Martina tried not to stare at his splendid shoes. Keeping one eye on his reflection, Don Gallo greeted her with a sweeping bow. Caramba! You really are a beautiful cockroach. I will look even more fabulous with you on my wing. With that, he leaned forward and crooned. Martina, Josefina, Catalina, Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, would you be my wife? Martina hesitated only for an instant. Coffee, senor? Right on cue, Abuela appeared. With a quick glance at her grandmother, Martina nervously splattered coffee onto the rooster's spotless shoes. Oh my, she said with mock dismay. I'm all feelers today. You know how we say I'm all thumbs when we make a, well, you know, you're 6 months old. You might not know. But we say, "Oh, I'm all thumbs" when we're clumsy. So, but she doesn't have thumbs; so she has feelers. So she says, "I'm all feelers today." Kiki, Riki! The rooster was furious. Clumsy cockroach! I will teach you better manners when you are my wife. Martina was stunned. The coffee test had worked. A most humble offer, senor, she said coolly, but I cannot accept. You are much too cocky for me. Ha ha, funny little pun. Don Cerdo, the pig, hoofed up next. His smell curled the little hairs on Martina's legs. What an unimaginable scent, Martina wheezed. Is it some new pig cologne? Oh, no, senorita. It's the sweet aroma of my pigsty. Rotten eggs, turnip peels, stinky cheese. Don Cerdo licked his chops and sang, Martina, Josefina, Catalina, Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, would you be my wife? Martina had already left in search of coffee. She wasted no time with the pig. Gronk, gronk, squealed Don Cerdo as he dabbed at the coffee on his shoes. What a tragedy for my poor loafers. He really is quite a ham, thought Martina. Oh boy, this author really likes his puns. The rooster was cocky. The pig is quite a ham. Calm yourself, senor. I'll clean them for you. I'll say you will, he snorted. When you are my wife, there'll be no end to cleaning up after me. Martina rolled her eyes in disbelief. A most charming offer, senor, she said dryly, but I must decline. You are much too boorish for me. Another pun. Boorish meaning crude and whatever. And BOAR, a male pig, a boar. Very funny. The coffee test had saved her from yet another unsuitable suitor. I tell you, this author's having fun with his words. Unsuitable suitor. Oops. It's hard reading a book that it's so big when you're trying to get it on the screen. On the other hand, if you were in my lap, you might be tearing at the pages, so this is okay too. The pig was scarcely out of sight when Don Lagarto, the lizard, crept over the railing. His oily fingers brushed the little cockroach's lovely mantilla. You shouldn't sneak up on a lady like that. I don't sneak, I creep, he said, circling Martina. For some reason, this fellow really bugged her. I've had enough of creeps for one day, said Martina. Adios. But I need you. Wait. The lizard fell on one scaly knee and warbled. Martina, Josefina, Catalina, Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife? Martina sighed. Let me see if there's any coffee left. This time, she wasn't taking any chances. Martina returned with 2 cups for the lizard. Psst, psst, he spat. Don Lagarto was livid. He changed 3 colors 3 times before he finally found his true one. And to think, he hissed, I was going to marry you? Martina stared at the lizard. You could have heard a breadcrumb drop. Food for thought, senor, Martina said icily, but I must refuse. You are much too cold-blooded for me. When her grandmother returned to collect the day's coffee cups, Martina was still fuming. I'm going inside, Abuela. So soon? See, I'm afraid of whom I might meet. Abuela drew Martina to the railing and pointed to the garden below. What about him? Martina looked down at the tiny brown mouse, and her cockroach heart began to beat faster. Ticky, ticky, tin, ticky, ticky, tan. Oh, Abuela, he's adorable. Has he been? Right here all along. What do I do? Go talk to him. Just be yourself. So there's the grandmother and Martina with her mantilla, is that what it's called? And where's the little male cockroach? I'm not seeing it, but maybe that's him there. Just be yourself. Oh, it's not a male cockroach, it's a little mouse. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course I read that it was a mouse. Of course I did. There's the mouse. Sorry, I was looking for a green cockroach. Somebody needs more sleep tonight. Or in the next 20 minutes. Martina handed Abuela her panetta and mantilla, then scurried down to the garden. The mouse was waiting. Tiki-tin, tiki-tan. Hola, hello. His voice was like warm honey. My name is Perez. Hola, she whispered shyly. I'm Martina. The beautiful cockroach, he finished for her. You think I'm beautiful? The little mouse turned pink under his fur. Well, my eyes are rather weak, but I have excellent ears. I know you are strong and good, Martina Josefina, Catalina Cucaracha. Then he squinted sweetly. Who cares if you are beautiful? Ticky tin, ticky tin. Martina, don't forget the coffee. It was Abuela. I can't remember if I showed you this picture. I'm so anxious to find out what happens. It's not like any story I've ever heard. I haven't read many cockroach mouse romance stories. No, thought Martina, no coffee for Perez. Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha. Si, abuela. Martina knew better than to argue with her Cuban grandmother. With a heavy heart, she reached for her cup. She likes the mouse and doesn't want to lose him if she finds that he has a bad temper as well. But Perez got there first. Quick as a mouse, he splashed Cafe Cubano onto Martina's shoes. Now the coffee was on the other foot. This is interesting. That's a twist in the tale I didn't see coming. Martina was too delighted to be angry. At last she'd found her perfect match. But she had to ask, how did you know about the coffee test? Perez grinned. Well, mi amor, my love, I too have a Cuban grandmother. And they drink coffee together. How cute is that? I forgot to show you this picture, I think. These pictures are really cute. And this is a cute story. I did not see it going this way. Okay. Look at those flowers. And that cute little mouse. And the cute little cockroach, words I never thought I'd say. I too have a Cuban grandmother. Oh, I see. I wasn't looking with my glasses. This is the two grandmothers drinking coffee together, and their two grandchildren are off up there. Oh, this is a cute story. Very cute. Martina the Beautiful Cockroach, a Cuban folktale. So we've read two folktales today, and we've read some before, and they're very interesting because sometimes they're just different kinds of stories than we tell now. But this one was cute. They both were good ones, but we had a Chinese one and a Cuban one. Oh, okie doke. It's been a long time. Have a wonderful day, my little guy. I love you so much, and we'll do more books soon. Okay, bye-bye.